Alright guys, so we just talked to Rick from Classic Truck Rescue, and he recommended that we went ahead and go with the SAE 30, straight 30, and 80/90 for the rear diffs. And we're also getting a zinc additive here in the store for the oil, just to throw it in there. We're gonna run to the tire shop, and we will see you guys whenever we get to the tire shop, and hopefully they got some tires in stock that we can throw on Jimmy. So we got Dippin with us right now. Check out his channel. We're gonna walk over there and maybe we'll just keep the 250 here because we're literally right next door. We need our exercise. Dippy's looking a little thick. He needs some exercise. Dippy.
Your kids call me.
That's what my kids call him. I call him Johnny Boy. So these guys are pretty cool up here. We worked with them last time, and hopefully they got some tires in stock. We will see. They had them in the back last time. Well, might as well go to the front, let them know we're here. Alrighty guys, we just left there. They don't have any wheels or tires. Obviously they don't sell wheels, but I figured they'd have some tires that may fit. They don't. So we got a number from a guy in another city that's close by. We're gonna give him a call and see if he has any tires that will fit Jimmy. And so we can get this thing on the road. We wanna get it on the road quick because the aftermarket wheels are gonna have to be custom made, I believe, to fit that hub and that bolt pattern. Unless you guys know where I can get some aftermarket dually wheels. I can get wheels for half-ton trucks all day long for GMCs, but the old GMC dually trucks are really hard to find aftermarket wheels for. So we're gonna have to get something custom made, and anything custom takes a while, and we want to get this thing on the road quick. So we may just throw some tires at it, use these split ring wheels for a little bit just while the custom wheels are getting made. I don't know guys, it's all preliminary stuff right now and just trying to get this thing figured out. Just when you thought Alabama was getting a good reputation around here, we got gassers going around with stacks in their freaking bed of their trucks, dude. Just when you thought Alabama was getting some reputation around here.
I don't even know what the hell that was.
Oh my gosh.
Like, what's the point of that?
I don't know. I gotta get out of here, and I got low pressure. So we made it back to the shop. We gotta take the oil filter off this thing, and it's probably gonna be crusty and looking really bad. We're gonna replace it. We got an oil filter over there. We're gonna take that carburetor off, get a look at that, and see if we just need to probably just go ahead and order a new one. We got the diff oil, the oil filter, the zinc additive, and the oil, the straight 30. This is all the stuff we're gonna be throwing on this thing right now. We are getting Jimmy ready to drive, so we're gonna get right into it, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Smash the like button if you do, and subscribe, because you guys, if you're new to the channel, you're coming at a great time. New shop, new truck build. Hey, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Let's get to work. Alrighty boys, well, I was going to show you how dirty our old oil filter was, but we don't have an old oil filter, do we, Jonathan?
No, you open that up and there's nothing in there.
Man, I took the cap off. Came off fairly easy compared to Mater's. I don't even think it had a gasket on it, dude. All it had was...
It probably didn't if it didn't have a filter in it.
Literally, it was just like this. That's it. Nothing else was in here, so... I guess this will be a good time to go ahead and dry fit our filter, our new filter, and see if it's gonna fit. Should. Perfect. So I'm going to clean out the bottom of this oil filter pan. Spray a little brake clean, part clean in there, and just get it all loosened up. You know, some of that stuff's gonna be sticky. Get the walls down good. Got a new gasket. We'll get this cleaned up, get the new oil filter in, and then see what our oil's looking like. This oil in here doesn't look too bad though. Doesn't stink near as bad as Mater's did. This truck was definitely better taken care of than Mater. Mater was on a farm, so it was kind of just whatever was around the farm to fix it up, swap parts over, and you know, do what you got to do to get the job done. This truck, you can tell, is almost probably like someone's personal truck after its military life. We think it was a military truck at least. May not have been. It's pretty clean in there. A couple more wipes and we'll be good to go. I'll see you guys here in a minute. Alrighty boys, you want to check the oil out that we got? Absolutely nothing. No oil was in this thing, dude. Just a little bit of water. I don't understand why there was oil on the dipstick. Because you checked the oil, didn't you? When we picked this truck up, I think I remember you checking the oil, right? Pretty sure you pulled it out.
Yeah, I pulled it out and we both checked it.
Yeah, and there was oil on the dipstick.
Yeah.
Did we wipe it off, put it back in, or just take it out once? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Well, I'm getting up close and personal to the underside of this truck, and it's in pretty good shape. The master cylinder's weird on this truck. It's mounted right here. I just ordered one yesterday for it. Ordered a new master cylinder because we're not even going to mess around with trying to rebuild this thing. It's probably so corroded, the bore in there, it's just not going to be worth it. But it actually looks pretty easy to access.
If one thing we learned about working on these old trucks, never rebuild, always buy new.
On some things.
Yeah, on some things.
Yeah. Some things you can rebuild, there's some things you can rebuild, but it's not worth it.
Master cylinders is one thing you just buy new.
You just buy new because you just pay like $40 more and you can get a new one.
Yeah, because most of the time the cylinders are just corroded and they're going to have scarring and it's just going to leak. So always just buy a brand new master cylinder.
But I'm very surprised. I don't know if they knew this thing was going to sit. Why would you drain the oil though? That doesn't make any sense. I don't think there's oil in there, dude. I don't think it'd be gelled up. I mean, dude, we're in Alabama.
Unless
you think
grab a screwdriver and stick it up in that hole. Is that pick still up here?
Yeah, that pick's up there still.
You ever seen those videos of people taking off oil pans and it's like jello?
Oh my god. Dude, it's nothing but gel in there.
No way.
Holy crap. Yeah, dude, hold on.
That's not good.
That's not good at all. You see it starting to come out?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's freaking nasty, dude.
No way.
If you could feel what I could feel with this pick, you would be like, oh my god, why would it be gelled up? I don't understand. Look at that. Ugh. That's disgusting. Oh my, dude, bro.
You're gonna have to drop that oil pan.
I'm gonna have to drop it 100%, and I'm gonna have to clean it out.
That is not good.
God, dude. This thing's nasty. I'm gonna let that drain as much as it wants to, and then I'm gonna keep picking at it, but it feels like solid in there. I mean, unless... Dude, I don't understand, man. That's nasty. I've never had a truck do that before. Have you?
I've seen videos of it where they just take it out, take the oil pan off, and it's just molded. It's just jello, and it's molded to the oil pan, but I've never seen it in person.
Well, I think that's the case we got right now, but it is putting out some oil now. It's putting a little bit out. We'll just keep picking at it and see how much will come out. I don't know how hard it is going to be to drop this pan. It doesn't look difficult to drop this pan, but if I'm not mistaken, those look like Phillips screws on a couple of them. There's Phillips head. It looks like you would probably fit a socket on those two right there, but that's a Phillips head. That's crazy.
Yeah, I see that too. And finding another gasket for that's going to be tough. Unless you're just going to use RTV, which I don't know if people use RTV on oil pans.
Rock Auto probably has one. It's probably about at least 25 bolts.
Yeah.
On that pan. Well, that's terrible news. I wonder if the diff's going to be the same way. Oh! Lost my pick! That thing's gone forever, dude. That thing's gone. Oh yeah, that pick's gone, dude. Well, I guess let's let that drain. Let's go to the rear diff and see what we're working with back there.
And if you think we're joking, there's a slow-mo that I took of him taking that drain plug out, and nothing comes out.
Nothing came out, yeah.
Like, we're not making this up at all.
I don't even know why we'd want to make something like this up. That's terrible. That sucks, dude. Only good thing about it is it doesn't look like the oil pan is going to be too hard to drop.
Because there's nothing in the way of it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like, unless...
Up in the front, may have a challenge to get the bolts out.
Well, I'm looking at, dude, we should be in the clear. Holy shit. I'm looking up Jimmy's skirt right now. All the splines look good. Flywheel looks fine, and the guy said he serviced the transmission before it got parked. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't see why he'd lie about something like that. Yeah, let's just let that drain, dude, until it wants to stop. We'll go to the rear diff. All right, I thought Jimmy was gonna be easy to work on. I'm 0 for 2 today. So check this out, guys. Oh my God, that's so nasty.
Dude, I stuck my finger up in there and I'm like, yep, that's hard. That's gel. Hey, you jinx yourself.
I've never seen a Southern truck do this. I've never seen it. I mean, isn't this like a up north problem?
You jinx yourself in last video saying you love working on this truck because it's so easy.
I don't think I said that.
No,
I did say it was easy.
You said you wanted to switch to GMC because Dodges always give you problems.
No, I said people talk good about GMC and I might be a believer.
What about now? What about now?
It did start up. I don't know if the fluid, I mean, that just depends on the fluid the person went with. That's not a brand type of thing. It might just be some cheap oil this guy ran. I don't know. It might just be some junk.
Oh.
I literally just got done saying this thing was well kept.
Well, do you think the transmission is going to be this? Does transmission gel up like that?
Dude, if this is all like this, I bet you the trans is probably the same way.
But dude, look at that. Where's that light at? So they can see what we're talking about here.
I mean, this is gonna just be terrible to have to deal with, dude. Especially this one, because check out how you unbolt it.
Yeah, you don't unbolt it from the front. You do it from the back.
Drive shaft side, you probably gotta drop the drive shaft, pop this off, pop this cover plate off.
The front or the back of it's just welded, sealed up, yeah.
Man, that sucks. Well, we're 0 for 2, and I did not schedule time to take care of this or that today, so that's gonna have to be another video. Wow, that's crazy. Well, we wanted to change these fluids today, but it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to. Let's get that carb.
The weird thing is, when we took the axle out, it was fluid. Yeah, it wasn't like gelled up in there.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Or however whatever you call this, we're just calling it gel. I don't know if it has a specific name, but it's just gunk, really.
I'm thinking either just extreme cold temperatures, but
it's been sitting in here. You would think.
No. I'm talking about like maybe it froze. I don't know, or just cheap old oil. Those are like the only two things. But the oil inside or on the dipstick and the oil inside the oil filter housing looked almost like they had literally just changed it when it sat.
Yeah.
Like it had, but there was no oil filter, which doesn't make any sense. Why was there no oil filter? And why is this gunked up? Y'all comment down below. What do y'all think? I mean, I've only really worked on about 4 old trucks in my life as far as gear wrenching on them. I haven't seen this though. Check that out. Check that sludge out. Oh. That looked like Jimmy just pooped. Literally.
It's coming out of it's coming out of his rear end.
Dude, check the viscosity out. That's pretty much brand new oil in my opinion. What do you think? I think we should just throw this oil in the freaking engine.
If it would focus.
Look at that. Oh, that's so nasty, man. That is so nasty, dude. Well, at least it's coming out.
Oh.
Unlike the
oil
pan. I don't know if the oil pans. I don't see it leaking up there right now.
I wonder how much of it is quote unquote gelled. Or just
but this one
like
might not be as bad. This is actually coming out fairly good now. I wonder if we could get away with just running it with new oil, obviously. Run it with new oil, dump the oil after 500 miles, run it again with new oil, dump it again, and just keep doing that. I wonder if that would be better But then again, it's probably really bad in here. But regardless, I do think we almost need to run it with new oil first. Because if we ran it with new oil first, now that we're getting a lot of this old stuff out of there, I do think we could clear it up and then dump it again. But if it's still like this again, or we feel like we need to, we'll pop this thing off. But it is getting a lot of that fluid out, which is a good thing. Well, we'll let this drain. Let's go get that carburetor taken apart and see what we're working with there. All right, guys, I just took the top off the carburetor, and our float is not stuck, 1. Our plunger is not seized up, 2. And this jet right here, I don't know if it's called a jet, but that is part that jets fuel up. I've never messed with one of these carburetors, but they're all pretty much the same. This thing is not bad. It's pushing fuel, you see? So when you press on your accelerator pedal, oh my gosh, she's a squirter. Look at that plunger unit, man. Look how good a shape that thing's in. This thing might have actually been able to be, or might actually be able to be rebuilt.
And that gasket
didn't
get chewed up, so we may be able to salvage this just to get the truck started. It's not going to be.
Oh my gosh! Check out all that old fuel.
Not going to be permanent, but just to get the truck running and stuff.
Yeah, this thing's not in bad shape at all. We use this Gunks parts cleaner, and it's freaking amazing, guys. We make this thing look brand new. So it comes like this little tray right here. You see that thing? You just put your parts right in it. And we'll put...
You can put the bolts and stuff in there too.
Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and throw the bolts in here too. For everything in here. Float. Yeah, we'll throw the float in there. We'll just dump it right in there. Then that stuff, we'll let that sit. We're also going to throw the body in there too when we're done. Alrighty guys, so we got some things we need to work on Jimmy. We got to work on this carburetor, get some more gaskets for it. We got to figure out that oil and differential situation. I'm going to reach out to my buddy Rick at Classic Truck Rescue and see what he thinks about it being gunked up. I think that extreme heat can cause that, or I don't know, cold, or just sitting for so long. This thing sat for 30 years, so it could have just been one of those things that it just sat for so long. So we're gonna get this carburetor. I think this carburetor was rebuilt at some point in time. It's an 80s carburetor. I don't know if they would have used plastic. Dude, look at that. It's already starting to clean. This thing was real gunked up before. So we're gonna let the carburetor sit overnight in the Gunks parts cleaner, come back tomorrow, get some gaskets built for this thing out of my Felpro custom thing, and then we're gonna throw it back on the truck and see if we can get it to run without bottle feeding it. I actually have a tank coming for this thing. I have a sending unit coming and all new fuel line coming for the truck, so that hopefully we can have fresh carburetor rebuilt, kind of, just pretty much cleaned and put back together with new gaskets, and new tank, new fuel line going right into this thing with some fresh fuel. The oil and diff, like I said, we're gonna have to figure that out, but I think that's gonna do it for this one, guys. We can't really do too much. We really wanna let this sit. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video on Jimmy today. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below, getting some progress done on it. And probably gonna have to drop that oil pan and diff, so that kind of sucks. But hey, we gotta do what we gotta do to get this thing back on the road. We have a tire guy, the guy I called, he did answer the phone. He said he's gonna come out here tomorrow, take a look at these things about taking them off. These aren't the Widowmakers, but they are dangerous in their own right. You do gotta respect these, the locking ring ones. And he's gonna come out here, assess them. If they're safe, he said he'll rebuild them and kind of clean them up. But if they're not safe, he's not gonna put new tires on them. So we still gotta figure that out. We're probably just gonna have to go with new wheels, which we want to down the road anyway. But for right now, until we can get the custom wheels made, we do want to get this thing on the road with some safe rubber, and we could always use it as a spare set when we go pick up new trucks. We could, dude, if we find another truck, we could always use a spare set, change the wheels and tires right there on the truck at the site where we pick the new truck up, winch it right onto the trailer.
Oh yeah.
That would be so much better. So if we could get a solid set of backup wheels and tires, that would be freaking awesome. We're always picking up dualies, so
yeah.
Dude. We're always going to need a spare set of dually tires. But we're going to let this sit overnight, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button down below. Check out Dippin' Diesel. He's always linked down in the description down below as well. And if you're new, subscribe, hit those push notifications, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.